All right, this is Let It Down by George Harrison. Standard tuning, so E, A, D, G, B, E. So it's the key of E right here. And so that first part, if you listen to the Everything Must, or All Things Must Pass record, Phil Spector, it's like ultra saturated at that start. So the chords I'm doing at the start are E. Then you can, so first position E, so that's 0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 0. And then to get an E7, just raise up your ring finger. And then the next chord is a F sharp 7. Then an F7, and then an E. So it's ultra, on the record, it's super blown out, Phil Spector, but E7, F sharp 7, F7, E. So it goes through that twice, and then it goes into doing like an E major 7. And so there's a lot of different ways you can voice this chord. Like you can voice it in the first position, but I'm voicing it like this. And so if you, the tab for this chord would be like X 7, 9, 8, 9. And so since it's an E, it doesn't matter if you hit the low E, because it's gonna, harmonize with it. And then you slide this shape up to the A major 7. And so that's this exact same intervals, but with the root, instead of being on the 7th fret, it's on the 12th fret. So you can also voice an E major 7 just like this. Bar, so you can bar the top 3 strings on the 4th fret. And then slide it up to here, but it's 6 1/2 dozen or the other, how you voice that. I like to do it this way because you can let that E resonate, and you can kind of get more muting going. Then if you do this, like you kind of have to mute the A, which you can just kind of rest your middle finger on that if you want to try it that way. And so to do that bar, I'm just like flattening my ring finger on that. But so after it does 2 of those, so it's A major 7. Then it goes to this chord, which is an A major 9. And so that's just, so you don't really have to bar it. You can just hit the root of this chord, or not the root, the low note, is the 2nd fret on the A string. But again, since it's an E, hitting that low E sounds good with it. So, and then I'm barring 4 strings on the 4th fret with my ring finger. And then that next chord is, I think it's a C sus2. And so that one is achieved by, I'm just barring the 3rd fret, and then the D and G, I have the 2nd fret, or excuse me, the 5th fret. And so the little walk down part does that. This is like an A sus4. So you can think of an A in the first position and then just raise up the B string by a half step. And so the way I'm doing the shape, if you do it this way with your index on the D, then you can just move, you can keep your index finger in the same position and move just your ring finger and middle finger down to achieve that C add 9. So the first chord is that A sus4, C add 9, then to the F sharp 7, F7, then E. So that whole little sequence goes A sus4, then to the C add 9, F sharp 7, F7, E. So again, I think that's kind of a nice little trick for that, is just voice this A sus4 like this. So you can leave your ring finger out of this, and then you're ready to switch to, then you don't have to move anything other than these two to get that C add 9. So there may be, I think the rest of the song is just combinations of those licks, and so it'll go back to the C major 7, or sorry, excuse me, E major 7 to the A major 7. That's just like a nice, way to voice a major 7 chord. That's, you can just remember that shape the same way, if you're barring like E, and that's like your go-to way to voice major chords. This is a nice shape for voicing major 7s, so that's one you can just remember. And then all you have to know is what the root is, and you're voicing that chord as a major 7. So that's about it.